got going on here? Welcome back, folks. I'm doing my best here tonight. Apologies for the late start. I know I'm about 30 minutes late tonight. Yeah, I did my best, and this is where we landed, so it was either this or I cancel stream, and I figured the lesser of the two evils was just go ahead and start a little late and offer my sincere apologies. So that said, I'm going to try to do a expedited version of setup here. So all I'm really going to do is do a sound check, and then we're going to build. Looks like we are actually working, so that's a good thing. Testing, testing. Awesome sauce. Okay, so that is all I really needed to do here. Go ahead and try to somewhat center myself. Yeah, we are definitely good to go. Alright, guys. So, welcome back. I will go ahead and do my intro. And we will get to building. Oh man, why couldn't the sky have looked that pretty when I was trying to get my screenshot? That is gorgeous. Go figure. See, that's what I'm talking about. That just wasn't working out earlier, probably because I was in a hurry, trying to do it fast. But, yeah, we can go ahead and get this nonetheless. I just got to get my nugget out of the picture so I can actually get the preview shot. Nice, nice. Okay, maybe that'll be the next thumbnail if we have a part 10. Alright, so finally got my picture. Alright guys, so yeah, honestly, last week when we left off, I said, y'all let me know if you want me to demonstrate anything else I might have done in other videos or builds. And I just kind of got to work a little bit on what I wanted to do to kind of finish this off. I'm really trying to upload this tonight. So just to kind of show you what I walked around and did. This bridge, guys, I really wanted a couple of, I don't know, weather-safe spots. So I went ahead and put some of this glass roofing on this. Excuse me, and I really like the way it came out. So all I really did was... Hopefully I can show you without like ripping the whole thing apart and redoing it. But I basically just used that that small wall piece there. Actually, I didn't even put those in first. I did these on the inside. These two right here. And I matched those right on top of those wall pieces that they're connected to. And then I did the exact same thing with these two pieces down here. And then once I had those four, interior pieces done, then the other ones just kind of snapped right next to those, and they went in super easy. So anyway, yeah, I did that on both sides, and that's really all I've done to the bridge. I'll take you back to the inside now. I really wanted to show you the new aesthetics, or whatever, the glowy things. I bumped those things as absolutely high up as they would possibly go, so that's as big as they get. But, yeah, it's not as cool as my Starfly, but I still kind of like the green, so I'm going to hold on to those. I just wish the bodies did the little serpentine squiggly thing while they were moving around to make it look more legit. But, you gotta take what you can get, I guess. What is that, a C-Class? Garbage. Alright, so another thing that I did, and I think you guys will be happy with this. I decided to connect all of my buildings So the basement, since I already have a really big room down here. Oh, yeah, I actually did a little bit of work on this too. So I didn't like the stairs coming down here. They were in the way of the balls, and I just wanted a nice, big, wide open farming area. So I went ahead and I removed that staircase, and I continued this walkway around because I really liked how it looked. And I did a couple of little triangles here just to give myself some walking room here around, you know, the mats that we came here for. And it's just a really nice way to get down to the basement now. So anyway, you know, I had this room built, and I told y'all I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I might just put some grow beds down here. Not only that, I really didn't like the crafting machines up there kind of in the way. It was an eyesore. I just wasn't feeling it. So I went ahead and just moved them on downstairs, made these two little complexes, and I've got the two large, you know, back to back kind of fused in together. And then I've got the mediums, all three of them, kind of fused in together as well. So now I've got 5, you know, crafting points I can spin things at. Not only that, you can also put down up to 3 personal refiners on one base. So, you know, if you need the extra crafting ability, feel free to use those personal refiners. So guys, out here, now this is probably given on an expedition. So, you know, I was just trying to figure out some way to fill all this space in and make it, like, make sense. So I was like, well, what if it's like an underground excavation site and they were digging up old Starship parts or something? So the idea just came, and I kind of put down just a bunch of, you know, funny lighting and some random fuselages and whatnot around the area. So now it kind of looks like we're digging into the space for a reason. And of course I put my no electrical wires thing down here so that we don't have to look at them anymore. Not only that, hiding the wires is time consuming, and that just takes care of it. I also put a little lounge area out here. I had a table there, but I ripped it out. I was just fooling around. So anyway, yeah, not much different down here other than this. Again, I told you guys I wanted to connect all of the buildings. So I kind of figured out where the other building was above me, and I tunneled in until I found it, and it's right here. So I'm going to kind of show you guys how I did that. And to do that, I'll fill in kind of what I've done. That way you guys can see the entire build process from start to finish. So folks, it should be a fun stream. I think you'll be very pleased with the way this comes out. It's quite gorgeous. It looks very legit. And yeah, just all the way around, it should be a good fun stream here. Oh yeah, I had to move my starship. It wouldn't let me delete any of this. That's right. I wanted all this cleared out before I even jumped on with y'all. That just didn't quite pan out, and that's okay. So folks, that's pretty much it for intro here. In addition to the underground stuff and connecting buildings, now keep in mind I've got the other building over there I just showed you, and then the control tower is almost right above me. It's like, I think above this point. But to be sure, I'll have to go out and count the squares again. But yeah, I'll probably put some kind of a staircase going up into the control tower from the basement as well. That way we've got a good underground complex here, as well as above ground. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to let me swap. No, it will not. Oh, might have got it. Okay. See, again, just to make sure I'm able to show the build steps here. Get up there. Okay, and I can show you how I place that as well. Alright folks, so yeah, should be a good stream. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment, like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is always appreciated. Let's build. Alright guys, let's get into this build here. So yeah, really not too much to show you here other than, you know, just in your build menu. And I can't remember which expedition this would have come from, and I honestly can't even really remember whether or not it was an actual expedition in the first place. And it wasn't decals, it was right down here under whatever this is. Decoration. So yeah, not exactly sure where I got those, but you know, feel free to put anything down here you want just to kind of make it look like some space. It doesn't have to be, you know, anything in particular. It can be crates. It can just be whatever you want. So yeah, the tunnel, guys. Now, in order to, you know, hit the marks right, I'll show you guys how I counted that out to determine, you know, where to burrow. But have no fear. I mean, if you burrow and you didn't quite make it, you missed or just didn't aim right, whatever the case may be, you can always fill it in like you just saw me do. Just fill it all back in. Go back out, recount, reposition, do what you got to do, and you can give it another go. Now, I did not want to hit the smooth part on this building. I wanted to come in from the corner over here, so that was kind of difficult. I had to basically imagine another floor piece here, and then to the right of that, I started my tunneling. So let's just say, oops. Let's just say that's where I want to tunnel. So that's 1, 2, 3. And this gets kind of hairy because they're diagonal, but I'm going to count this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the stairs make 12. So basically what I did is I just counted the squares going back. And my stairs are right here, so it's right above this tile. 1, 2. Oh, wait a minute. I'm actually going to count the floor pieces. That'll be much easier to keep track of. So yeah, 1, 2, stairs count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's exactly how I knew where to burrow. So I just simply placed a door piece there, and I got to work on the burrowing. Now I wanted a wide enough tunnel so that a little bit carves out under us also, so it looks like a giant hole or a wormhole. And in order to do that, I bumpered all the way over to the right. So if you bumper left, the circle gets smaller. If you bumper right, it gets bigger. So yeah, make that sucker as big as possible and try to imagine the target being like way past us somewhere on the horizon. So you're going to kind of want to aim up a little bit, as level as possible, and you can try to eyeball that with the wall piece next to you, or just, you know, whatever you can there. But I feel like I'm aiming pretty level there, and then straight. So again, I'm just trying to use the lines in front of me on the floor piece that I'm standing on to try to figure out, you know, straight. And honestly, that should be about right. So again, if you messy this up, it's not the end of the world. You can always fill it back in, give it another go. But yeah, I just went kapow, and just let it do its thing. Now, unfortunately, I kind of dipped down there a little bit with my character. I didn't mean to do that. So what I'm going to do, I guess, is fill that back in just a little bit to make sure that's nice and level. And then I'll show you how I reached that distance. From here, I just went to the floor builds and started filling them in. Bada bing, bada bang. Okay, see, I'm off center there a little bit. I aimed a little bit too far right. So I'm probably going to want to fill that in anyway. And give that another go. Make sure it's a little bit more straight there. It's tough to do, I'm not going to lie. I tried this a couple of times to get it right before I you know, let you watch me rip it all back out. Yeah, try to find the center of the floor here. And another way you can do this is look at the floor below you and try to line this up to the bottom of your TV screen. So, you know, if it's kind of like too fat on the left and not enough on the right, so on and so forth, you can adjust that. So that's kind of how you know you're really looking straight ahead. The problem is when you cursor up to look straight, you know, you can have a human moment and hit it left or right a little. So it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be super easy, but again, just try to stay aimed at the center of the build and then come up from there. And you can even eyeball it center of the door piece too. So that should be about right. Okay, make sure once again we're bumpered over. Again, you can use that too to kind of try to visualize center. It looks like I need to aim a little bit more left. Alright, let's give that one more shot. Oh wow, I'm aiming way too low, look at that. Nuts. I needed to come up quite a bit on that. I'll try to find a sweet spot here on the wall. It looks like it's just below that little light bar. Yeah, like I was not kidding, just below that little light bar. Come on. Let me back in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Little pig, let me in. I can't remember who sung that song. Some grunge band or something, but it was a pretty cool song. Anyway. So yeah, let's give that another go. And I'll try my little trick here again, lining up to the floor. Center of screen. That's pretty freaking close there. Come up from there. Just below the lights. That ought to do, donkey. That ought to do. Make sure I'm bumpered over to full size. Let her rip. Okay, perfect. I can see the floor. It's hugging the sides of my little cave dig there. That should be just about right. So I'm not going to move up or down now. But I do need to make sure I center. Okay, and at some point I should start seeing builds coming into view. I think I do now. Okay, so I should be able to finish that flooring out. And it ought to be right... Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I'm not going to put this floor down beyond the wall. I want to show you guys a little something here that I thought came out very cool. And that's going to start with glass floor builds. I know, you're like, why glass floor builds? But when you see what I put down here, it'll make more sense. So a couple of different ways we can do this. And I honestly don't know if you guys can see a thing right now. I'm going to try to turn some lights on for y'all. So yeah, this is where this tunnel is going to end, and I'm going to start a new tunnel. Now, of course, I could do this all the way through, but I really liked having the glass here so you could see the power farm as you're going through. So I kind of want to leave that idea alone. So yeah, what we're going to do then is kind of cheat a little bit for placement purposes, and I'm going to put a couple of rails right underneath this floor build here. Bada bing, bada bang, just like that. And then, again, this is just one idea, but I'm going to use my little triangles here, and again, this is just for placement, so these don't have to be perfect. But we're going to put a couple of triangles down there, so I get a flat one just like that. And then I'm going to use that small timber piece and get that started. Just like that. You might be wondering why I'm putting wood builds down there. Well, what we can do now is take out our multi-tool and now bumper left and make that circle as small as possible. And you'll see what I got cooking here. So now I can hollow out like a very small strip across the floor, going all the way across this part of the tunnel. And I can put lighting down there. And believe me, it looks very cool. Okay, I'll put one more small panel down there. Come on, baby. Snap for Papa. Yeah, that'll do. Just kind of like that, all the way down the tunnel. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, if it looks a little bit more irrational, it comes out better. And then from there, guys, I really dug the lanterns. But the lanterns can go down without doing all this hard work of putting those floor timbers down or whatever they are. And well, I really cannot see. So, I only did that for a specific light. And that specific light would be the tube light, if I can find it. Okay, so yeah, that's the droid I was looking for. The nice thing about the timber, too, is it gives you spacing. So, you know, just try to aim that to where it's somewhat straight. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, you can, you know, make these somewhat erratic. As a matter of fact, I might do it that way. But I'm looking at the spacing right now, so I'm pretty much putting one of these down every other floor piece from this point. So, of course, that thing's right in my way now. I'll have to dig that up. Just like that. Okay, we need to put some more flooring down. All good in the neighborhood. Okay, not sure how far back we have to go. But I already see the structure, so I probably overshot that a little bit, and that's fine. Awesome thing about this game, you can always get your stuff back. Alright, put another one about there. Oh, how did he get down here? Bro, you are right in the way. You're holding up construction. Okay. Kind of continuing on with that every other idea. Last one. Actually, I want that one to be a little more erratic. Maybe like that way. And I think I got room for one more there. Alright, so now that we got our lighting in, you can probably already visualize about what I'm about to do here. But I'm going to bounce back over to that clear build that I showed you guys a second ago, and then I said hold that thought. Come on, Poppy. I might have to rip those other builds out first. Yeah, I remember this being finicky before. It kept taking away my snap point. Okay, so I'll put those back in a second, just for aesthetics. Alright, there we go. And I want the green to match, of course. So I'll spin them around. Oh, nuts! I can't move in God mode, forgot about that. Okay, so that's one idea. I like it. It looks legit. It looks like awesome. I don't know. I just really fell in love with the design. So then when you put the side railings in here, it really polishes it off nicely. Now the funny thing about the tube lighting, it doesn't make a ton of light. It's just really more for the coolness effect of, you know, going through the space. Okay, I guess I could have aimed just a little bit more right with my tunnel, but honestly, that's okay. I can definitely live with this. But if I really wanted to be a stickler, yeah, I would probably fill that back in and move it over to the right a little bit more. So that's one idea. The other idea... And honestly, this is the way I personally liked it better. And not only that, it's a lot less builds. Come on, where you at? There you are. Wow. My thing is on a hair trigger, I'm telling you. Like, you barely glitch. Or spaz or whatever. A little twitch? That was the word I was looking for, twitch. I said glitch. What is this, the Matrix? And, you can either leave that rut that I carved out, but I really only did that, you know, for the flooring so we could get the tube lighting level. But I'll show you what it looks like here without filling it back in. Where is my lantern? But same type of deal with the glass flooring there. Oh, it's wanting to snap to the top of the rail now. Great. Alright. So, again, just a different idea there. It gives it a different aesthetic. Looks super cool. And again, this was my favorite. So that's probably the one I'm going to stick with. Now, if you don't put that rut in there, it's just the hollowed out area, and it looks really cool. So since I kind of want to re-aim this tunnel a little bit anyway, I will go ahead and do that. Good thing is it doesn't take super long to do this, so you know, if you build it and you just don't like it, and you hate everything, feel free to rip it out and try it again. Okay, now I want to get that wood build up from... There it is. Uh-oh, whoopsie. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. I just shoved myself out of the ground, basically. And I should probably get rid of the lighting. I don't know if I can just use the big torch and... I don't know if that'll fill in that rut I placed. I don't think it is. Oh, one way to find out. Okay, now I've got some guides. I've got the railing down, so hopefully I can do this a little bit better. And I know you guys can't see this on the channel, so I apologize for the darkness. YouTube really darkens the uploads and the streams. Okay, so right about there, straight. Maybe I can center myself to the door. Ooh, that's smart. Check that out. Now I know I'm standing here more symmetrically. Aim right down the middle of the gullet there. Hopefully I'll see railing on both sides. Booyah! Alright, nailed it. Now I can center better this way too. Okay, I see the wall piece, so I know I went far enough. Oh, I did not fill in the rut. Okay. So I'll have to do that as carefully as possible, I guess. That was not as carefully as possible. Well, I just wanted to fill in that little teeny tiny doohickey. But man, it wants the whole wall filled in, and that's the little circle. Ouch! Okay, that's more like it. I don't know why that's up higher. That's kind of weird that it didn't give me the same size here. Alright. So again, you might have to play with that a little bit. But long story short, that's what I'm going for. Now, again with the lanterns, I'm going to go ahead and do this the way I'm going to keep it. So that you guys can see that final outcome. And again, you know, they can be a bit staggered. You know, they don't have to be exact, perfect. They don't have to be straight. I found that it gave it a better aesthetic if they were a little bit wonky, you know, maybe like turned around, you know, here and there so it looked more randomly placed. Or that it was possibly placed by hand. Oh, look what I just found. A boo-boo build. Alright, and before I give myself problems with the railings once again, I will go right for that clear build. Hey, what just happened there? I don't even know what that snapped to. That was crazy. Okay, so again, there's my building right above my head there. Which means I should be able to burrow up from that point, and I should be able to see the other interior wall. There it is. Okay, I might have actually shot a little bit too far. Okay, I can patch that up later. Or I might not even need to. I can just put some wall up there too and hide all that. But there it is, guys. That's where I want my stairwell to go up. So yeah, I definitely built too far out here. And I don't want this to snap to the floor piece that I have here. I want it to snap to a wall piece in the building so that the stairs are orientated to the building that I'm going into, not down here, if that makes any sense. So what I'm going to do to kind of guide that, I'll put some wall pieces down here. Just like so. Come on. And then I should be able to snap stairs to that wall piece. so it's orientated properly. Booyah. So in other words, you know, I'm okay with the stairs coming out into the walkway a little bit, in the interest of keeping this building the way it should be where the stairs are concerned. Wook Plays! Hey, what's up? What kind of mic do I use? Oh my god, honestly, I don't even know. It's one of those, like, open air mics with the fuzzy, styrofoamy stuff around the microphone part. Am I not coming through clear? Like, I can up that sensitivity if needed. Alright, what was I doing here? Oh, yes. The stairs. The stairs. So I'm going to put 2 stairs here. And then, you know, just hollow it out so that you can actually access your stairs. And make sure everything's all where it should be, nice and pretty like. And I don't want glass down here. I probably want a solid wall. Just for the aesthetics of having having like a hallway here, or an interior staircase. So just like that. Could even go one more down here. Booyah. Okay, so that seals that off nice. Not quite sure what this is doing here. Actually, I don't know if I want those wall pieces where my floor build was. I might want to... How did I even fall in there? I found the magic hole and just fell right into it. So anyway, because I have like the triangle floor builds up here, if I really wanted, I could push these walls in a little bit skinnier. And that might actually make it look a little bit better. So hopefully I'll be able to snap these wall pieces right under. Yes, sir. Just like that. Squeeze me. So it'll narrow the stairwell just a little bit, but not so much like it ruins your space by any means. Wait a minute, that... Actually, yeah, I could do it just like that. Just to kind of seal that off nice, so it's all buttoned up. And then remember, I've got exterior wall right above me, so I have to put that back down. I could do solid wall, or I could do windows. I think I'll do solid. And then I'll probably put an archway down below. Alright, yeah, that works. I can definitely dig that. And I'll have to fill that dirt in, you know. Like I said, I dug a little bit too much into this. Uh-oh, here we go. Man, they need to fix this. You can't change your multi-tool inside your base. You have to be, like, outside the base. Okay, so I just need to fill in, like, a touch here. Okay, a little bit more up there. Okay, now this gives me a little bit more control over where I hollow this out. Because I don't want, you know, outdoor exposure coming in, for sure. Okay, that's a little better. Hey, American Justice. Hey, thanks for letting me know. Good to see you tonight. Little No Man's Sky action. Alright, so there it is. There's our new way into our new building. I'll go ahead and put these back down. And actually, I don't even need to continue the walls beyond that because I've got the dirt filling that in. So yeah, I really like the way that came out. I'm gonna hold tight right there. Now with the piece above it, hopefully I can get away with a glass piece. Yeah, stand by. I want to see what that looks like above. I should probably go solid wall there. Oh man, I found that hole again, didn't I? I need to plug that because I'm going to keep doing that tonight. And then I'll try my archway one more time down there, see how that turns out. Okay, yeah, I'm digging it. I don't like the dirt coming in there. I can tidy that up. But I do like it coming in here. To a degree. Maybe we can... I don't know, I kind of like that. I knew it. So now if you're dealing with this, like, triangle pieces versus the square pieces, you can still build off your staircase there. So if I really want to fill that in to where it's flat with the stairs, you can do that with the good old square build here. Come on, Poppy. Oh, I had it. Just like that. And yeah, you see the overlap in the grain, but it's okay. Like, it really fills it in nice. It's flush. Perfect. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, let's do that. Make sure we're still sealed on the inside. And we are. Ooh, I don't know about that. Yeah, we're indoors there, I think. Actually, I kind of want to fill that in. But not a lot. Just a little bit, like... Oh, man. So much for just a little bit. They were not listening. I gotta do that whole thing all over again. Wow. Alright. Wow, I had that bumper down to the smallest thing, too. I cannot believe it filled that much dirt back in. Okay, honestly, that's probably more what I was going for there. So yeah, I'm going to stay with that. I'm not going to touch it anymore because I'm going to break it if I do. But yeah, that works out. So yeah, you've got the space. Now you can see like the tunnel and the aesthetic of having the lights down there. And I know it doesn't look right because I've got another segment of tunnel here, but that's going to be different. So getting back to, you know, filling this whole thing in underneath with the railings, I will absolutely do that on either side. I don't think I need to over here. Okay, somehow I lost my torches. I'm just not winning with this multi-tool tonight. Alright, I'm gonna leave that alone because that's getting irritating. Actually, now I kind of have to fill that back in a little bit, so here we go. I'm going to try to fill that back in. If it, like, plugs that whole space up again, I'm giving up on filling in with small, whatever. Okay, so that's bumpered over to small. I know I'm not crazy. Okay, that's more like it. Still more than I wanted, but... that's just straight up annoying. Yeah, there's gotta be a better way. I say it all the time when I'm building a No Man's Sky. There's gotta be a better way. One way or another, I'm gonna muscle through it. Okay, I think I'm back to about where I wanted to be. So I actually want to put a solid piece at the end here. And kind of fill this space in again. Okay, there we go. Now I can put my railings down and kind of seal off this end here. So now it's like its own segregated compartment. Well, not quite yet. I'll show you what I've got cooking in my mind here for the other side. So yeah, I'm gonna put a door or a archway right there. And just to make sure it seals and looks legit, we'll go ahead and do that over here as well. What is happening with my snap point? There we go. And then same thing above. Just like so. So now it's its own little, you know, segment of tunnel, so to speak. And let me make sure I didn't messy up anything up here with the ground. No, I think we're good. We're golden. So there it is, guys. Again, I was just really happy with the way that came out, and I really wanted to show the build steps for that. So that's pretty much how I'm going to tunnel underground now between buildings. I might even do that, you know, in future bases, just because I was so happy with the way it came out. Okay. Moving on from that segment, now that we got finally got all that done, you can decal this, and you guys can see I went and did a little shopping here. I really went to town on the posters. Don't know what I'm going to do with them all yet, but yeah, I just couldn't help myself. So I had these up here before, just like there. Probably right about there. Again, it just makes it look super legit. Very happy with it. And then here, we've got a little bit of wiggle room. So you can either kind of leave it the way it is. I don't know if this would actually help y'all. It doesn't light up much. Actually, it really doesn't light up anything, does it? Okay, just to kind of show you what I got going on here. This is all nice and sealed, you know, it's done. But this part here, we have some wiggle room. So, you know, you can leave it the way it kind of carved it out. There will be some random openings there, you know, depending on where you had this cliff wall. So this compartment was pretty much filled in. I dug it out a little bit. I thought I'd be expanding my power farm here, but I didn't. So anyway, you can leave the natural formations of the rocks. And I would probably carve these down a little bit just to get rid of some of the jagged edges. You know, something along those lines. Just enough to where you can kind of see through it a good bit. And I would probably do something similar over here, you know, just try to be somewhat artistic with it. And then once you've got, you know, that squared away however you want it to look, you can do another glass wall. And I don't intend to ever have anybody actually step foot out there. That needs to stay sealed. Because again, I'm uploading this, so I want people to have the experience of coming through here the way I intend it to be viewed, or toured, if you will. So I want them to be able to see the power farm, but in my mind, you know, nobody needs to be out there for any reason. And it just kind of shows that there is a power farm, and it just shows that it's like segregated. So yeah, to cap this off, I would probably use floor pieces and make it look solid. And again, I'll try to match up the grain here. I'm gonna have trouble finding snap points, aren't I? Oh yeah, and we need to fill this in too, so you can wall that in. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That might help me with my snap points. Hopefully I can get these floors in now. Bruh. Magic pixels. Okay, but I really can't see what I'm doing. I might have to bust out wall and build from out here. There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And in this game, where there's a will, there's a magic pixel. Oop, I had it. Magic pixel. Booyah. Okay, make sure all my grain is matched up. Oh yeah. So that seals it on nice and neat. So now none of this matters. You know, this is all going to be jaggedy, but nobody cares. Nobody will ever see that. The only thing that's going to be seen from this glass wall is what's on the other side of it. I like to clean it up a little bit. I don't like having dirt coming through wall pieces or anything like that if I can help it. It just helps make it look real polished, like a finished product. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm feeling this one. Alright, that's better. Weapon charge depleted. I'm done with you anyway. Actually, no, I'm not. I got more garbage to clean up there. Oopsie. Alright, there it is, guys. The final product of our labors here. Now, of course, I can hollow this out. Nobody will see what's behind it anyway. And, yeah, I might go ahead and clean that up, too, while I'm at it. That was because I filled all that back in a bit ago. Alright, I'm not gonna, do all of this on stream. I just really wanted to show what it would look like. As a final product. And of course you can do things in here. You can do decor. I was thinking like all the different posters. Like that would be fun. Like, what else are you going to do in a tunnel wall, Yeah, I've got the windows here and everybody gets to see the power farm. Yay! But, then this wall is just kind of empty. I said I wasn't going to do all this on stream. Here I am doing all this on stream. I need it! Yes, there might be random SpongeBob references throughout my series. Alright. So it's not going to be well lit. I don't know how I'm going to light it yet. But there it is, guys. So we have, a structure now that kind of makes sense. We're in the basement. You can go up to the nanite crafting area right there. You can go out to just some aesthetically, just, fun stuff to go look at. And then, of course, and see, this is another thing. I keep getting, like, stormed on and rained on in my builds. Not only am I underground, but I'm inside a sealed build. Like, how is this even happening right now? Hopefully they fix this, because I should not be getting rained on. Unless there's a hole in the ceiling, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, that's it, folks. Now I'm going to put some signage up. I told you guys, you can do decals. I was thinking about just a bunch of random posters, and it just doesn't matter. But, Looks like he's dancing. Ooh, that's a cool one. A pickle? I don't think that's actually a pickle. I think that was something else. Alright, so anyway, again, just something aesthetically to be on the wall to have something there. So that's pretty much the finished product. Now that we've got our tunneling all done and our building's actually connected, you know, you can go on up here and polish this off. And for me, I guess that would just be a little bit of railing. And that would need a half rail, I guess. Perfect. And I kind of like that one being diagonal, so I'm going to leave that as is. And that should seal that. Oh yeah. Alright, now you might be wondering like what I did here. I didn't do anything. Actually, this is exactly what I showed you all. And I had the stairs there. I just simply put the wall pieces around it to kind of hide the stairs here from the back side. But everything else is exactly how I left it, you know, when we were in here building that one day. So yeah, there it is, guys. There's our underground tunneling. So now I've connected that building, this building, and now if I want to connect the control tower, I can absolutely do that as well. So just to kind of eyeball how many builds over that's going to be, it's right underneath that walkway. So I think we're 2 wall pieces over from that. So it's central to this one right above me. So that would be 1. And then, yeah, 2 would be right there. So I'll keep that in mind. From wherever I tunneled, I need to come over 2 complete floor pieces. Actually, 3, if we're starting there. No, that's right. 1. It's the 3rd one. Yeah, I need to light this. That's not gonna fly for very long. I guess a control tower. It would be... not this one, but this one, I think, if I'm counting that right. And then that would be lined up with this one, because remember, I lined up the bridge, I lined up the stairwell and everything to be head-on. So that control tower should be right in front of me where I'm standing now. Booyah. So, one way to find out if we're where we need to be. So I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to come in to right here. And I'll just simply tunnel up and see where we're at. Actually, yeah, I can see the aesthetic up there, the glowing thing. So I should be literally right under the control tower from here. Perfect. The only thing to decide is, how do we want to get up and down from here? Do we want like a spiral staircase going on? The spiral staircases, they're not perfect. They kind of overlap and they're funky and they're hard to walk up and be super smooth. Hey Countess, what's up? Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying them. Thank you so much. I really like the underground stuff. Like, I really fell in love with tunneling around and just... the sky's the limit. See, I need to match this up. So whatever stairwell I'm going to put down here, I also want to go up to. But on the inside, again, the builds with the stairs, they overlap. They're not good. Like, it's hard to walk up there without getting hung up all the time. So I really don't like interior spiral builds, at least not in this size. But on the outside of the building, we can absolutely do that. So that said, I might start the stairs here. And I'm absolutely going to use concrete to just kind of stay in line with the stone look of the build of the tower. This is going to be a challenge to place, I already know. See if God mode is any help here. And if I have trouble getting the stairs right where I want them here, because, you know, of all these, like, confusing floor pieces, the game just doesn't know where to put it. I can actually put... a couple of dummy builds up. If it'll allow me to. Come on. Magic pixels. Help me! Up! Got one. I had one. There you are. It's going to be testy. Wow, that's not going to cooperate, is it? Okay, let's try something else. Different tactic. I'm going to fill that in, because I'm not going to have this open anyway. I was just trying to figure out where I was going to put stairs, or just whatever I wanted. But now that I've got that sorted, I should be able to find a snap point off this wall now. It's like the game sees it. Oh, I think I had it. Maybe not. Okay, so yeah, I might have to put a dummy square build down just to get the stairs started. And that should snap right to the floor here, you would think, the wall. Oh, there it is. Now I should be able to get my stairs in. Oh, there's like 1,000 snap points right there in that little sweet spot that I need so bad. I'm gonna get it, guys. It's going. It does not have a choice in the matter. Oh, what was that? Are you serious right now? Maybe I need to rip out these and do the stairs first. It's got a wall piece and it's got a floor piece. There's no reason this shouldn't be snapping. Alright. That was a lot more difficult than it really needed to be, but there it is. So yeah, if I've got stairs starting there, then I'm okay with like stairs coming up to this point here from the basement. And I'll try to get a stone ramp to snap there. I want it off that triangle piece, but the triangle pieces and the stairs don't mix well. They don't play together well. They are high school rivals. And I can tell this is not going to be kind to me. Okay, it's going to that one. So I think what I might have to do is flip grain on this to give it a good snap point. Yes, and sometimes the grain actually matters when you're dealing with stairs, by the way. It's like if you got stairs just not wanting to go in, keep that in mind with the grain. Orientate the grain to the direction you want the stairs to snap to it. Not to say that's always going to fix it, but I have had luck with this. So let's try it now, shall we? Wow, it's gonna put those stairs literally everywhere else other than where I need it to go. There is a magic pixel somewhere there, guys, so I might have to do that from underneath. Did I just hit it? No, I did not. That's going to the roof piece above me. Okay, I don't know what's clogging this one up. I'll have to probably rip a couple other builds out there that are throwing it off. Like, I see it keeps wanting to snap to the square one here. And this one. Oh, good, Countess. Actually, I take that as a compliment. And yeah, I know it was super late, so yeah, no worries whatsoever. But definitely appreciate you hanging out. And, you know, staying up late. Okay, wow, it is really having troubles going in here. So I'm gonna have to just, you know, keep putting dummy builds in until it figures it out, I guess. But again, No Man's Sky, there's gotta be a better way. I should not have to do all this funny business. Alright, so I think we can get in and out now via this, I hope. I don't know if there's going to be enough clearance for our heads. I guess one way to find out. Alright, wow, that one went right in. Awesome. And so is this one. Uh-oh. What have we done? What did you do, Ray? That's gonna be one of these problematic freaking squares, watch. Because I put the stairs in there, now it doesn't like the floor piece going in there, which is ridiculous. Okay, well... That's just silly, but nothing I can do about it. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is see if it'll let me stick a square one in there to the wall. If not, I might have to put a dummy build down. Yeah, well, it really doesn't like it going in there, does it? Let's see if a dummy wall build will fix the issue. Wow, this is unbelievable. Alright, well, I don't know what I'm going to do about the stairwell. When I've built these builds before, I used the smaller triangles. Now, I shouldn't have to do that, but, you know... Again, you do what you gotta do in this game sometimes. It's not gonna let the little ones go in? Oh, got one. Okay, there they are, the magic pixels coming into view, finally. Oh, but it won't let me fill them in, will it? Okay, yeah, this is just silly. I feel like I'm wasting everybody's time on stream here, so I'm going to forget about that. Oh, American Justice. Okay, I'll look for that. Thank you. Oh yeah, Countess. Okay, so yeah, you've got about 2 weeks there of the earlier time. And then you'll move. Yeah, I know, Wesley, I have to remove the steps. I don't want to, but I might... I have to. Like, it's just not working out. I mean, there's another way to do this without snapping. Now I should be able to put that build back down. The things we do for fun. That sounded like Courage the Cowardly Dog in my head. The things I do for love. Okay, so stairs, guys. The stairs of doom. Let's see if I can get one to snap to this wall. And of course that goes in just like butter. Then you can put a small stone here, triangle. At least we should be able to. Wow, it's going to want to go everywhere but. Come on, you jerk. Go in there. Are you too good for your home? Why can't you just go home? Alright, well I already know the aerial isn't going to work out because, well, it's just not going to work out. How did I do this before? Something isn't right. See, it keeps wanting to snap to the walls, and I didn't have that issue when I built my towers before. I was able to just put these to the stairs, they snapped in just right. Up, 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 up! Yay, we win! Again, way more effort than it needs to be. But hey, we got it going here, so... Alright, so yeah, I would just basically do that all the way around, and if I can get this one to cooperate, I'll do it the exact same way. So again, getting back to doing this without snap points, because, you know, clearly this isn't going to let me put the stairs here. Actually, I wonder if I can force one in. I'm going to try something tricky here. I'm going to try to put a floor piece down. Oh, it won't let me snap to that because the wall doesn't go down. Ugh. Or the wall piece, I mean, not the floor piece. Okay, yeah, I need to put 2 wall pieces there or something. But I might be able to do it this way as well. Kind of funny it won't let me snap to that floor piece. Okay, you know what? It's whatever. This is taking way too long. I'm just gonna free float the piece. So free floating the piece. Yeah, it's never perfect. It's really all just eyeballing. But you want your cursor to be where the bottom of the stairs need to be when you're doing stairs this way. And guys, it's just eyeballing the best you possibly can get it. I'm going to want that flush up against the wall, but aimed right with the wall. So I might just have to play with this a little bit until I do get that right. So probably right about there. Think I got it. Okay, then I'll back out and get that little square or triangle there. And I'll go back into snap mode, and hopefully it'll give me a snap point at the top of these stairs. There it is. Wait a minute. Is that right? Okay, that'll work. And again, we know it's not snapped in there, but unless you really either knew that or you're looking very, very hard, you're probably not really going to tell. So yeah, I'm just going to call that one good enough. And there goes our staircase. And of course there's a way to put that into the building up here, and I'll show you that here in a bit. Actually, I might not, because I've already demonstrated that in my control tower build series, or whatever tutorial. Okay, and since I finally got these stairs in here... Yeah, wow, that's not much wiggle room. The character barely makes it through. Now I just got to figure out how to connect the stairs to the lower level. No idea how I want to do that yet. But I think I just figured it out. If I can get it to snap to that bottom stair. It's not going to give it to me. Okay, but again with eyeballing... Actually, I shouldn't have to eyeball this one at all. I should be able to snap it in. Oh man, that actually doesn't look very good. So that's a lot of trial and error, guys. Like, this is what I do. I build it. If it sucks, I rip it out. Try it again. See, this is much better. And yeah, there's still like a weird overlap there, but like it's not gonna turn me off from using this. Happy Gilmore, yeah! You're too good for your home. Love that movie. And it has been a while since I've seen it. Alright, let's see if I can somehow consolidate this. That's going to be tough. Okay, so that sells. At least it looks more or less like it belongs. And again, we can plug this up. You know, it doesn't have to be all gross looking like that. We can absolutely put some wall pieces in here, and they should snap to the steps. The sides of the steps. Just like that. I don't know if that one's going to be okay there. And it's getting a little bit too busy down here. Alright, so that's that. And I don't know what I'm going to do there to button that up. Oh, one bad thing about doing this, yeah, true, from this room you don't see all the, you know, all the stuff that's sticking out all over the place down there. But from in here you will. Actually, no, I got lucky there. I don't see a ton of stuff protruding over the wall. So yeah, I guess that's going to stay. And I'll fill in the roof pieces there. If I can find the roof pieces. And yeah, that's kind of a bummer, the whole concrete block there, but if I put a roof piece there, it's going to stick up too high and it'll be a problem with the stairs. So I cannot put a roof piece there, sadly. Otherwise the character will get stuck right there every time. So that's it, that's how I would connect that. So now basically, guys, the entire base is connected. I've got a tunneling system over here. That connects the grow house. Bam. I've got the way out straight ahead for the nanites. Bam. I've got that area just for aesthetics. Boom. And now we got the control tower connected. So now we come up through this corridor, and we come out right into this archway, and we're right up to our next set of stairs. So yeah, that worked out perfect. And then to rail this off, I would probably do something like this here. And this, I don't know what I want to do with that. I was thinking about filling it in with a little bit of dirt, but that's already awful narrow. And I don't like feeling like I'm bumping my head all over the place when I'm walking through my builds. Oh, nuts. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, we need the teeny tiny setting here. Okay, that's more like it. Nuts! You know what? Y'all just need to pretend y'all didn't see that. But honestly, that's going to bother me, so at some point that's going to get fixed. But for now, I will play the ball where it lies. Shooter McGavin. Shooter. No. I had to hit it off Frankenstein's fat foot. It's this one little spot. Yikes. How did that just happen? Well, I inadvertently filled that little spot back in that I was talking about leaving open, but I kind of want like a torch or something there. And I don't like this, to be honest. But again, filling it up might cause a problem right now, so I'm leaving it. I'll fix it later. And I can put like a little torch or lighting or something there. Some decor. Alright, there we have it. And I like the open look of the stairs, so I'm just going to leave that. You could wall that in, but I can dig it. I wonder if anybody else noticed that besides me. Alright, so yeah, everything's connected now, guys. Everything's connected above ground, everything's connected underground. And I am loving this base, I gotta be honest, like, it really came together. I mean, there was a lot of trial and error, there was a lot of, you know, building things, ripping it back out. But the bridge I couldn't have been happier with. The sky bridge couldn't have been happier with. Just all the way around. Awesome stuff. But yeah, I really do want to finish the control tower before, you know, I call this one good and I upload it. Not only that, I really want to put down a whole bunch of fun stuff, like for people to collect. I always like to have loot for folks to pick up when they come visit my builds. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get going on that too. Okay, I think I need to go up one more there. You don't want to go all the way up. Right about there should do it. You eat poop for breakfast? No. Yep. Yeah, I need to watch that movie. It has been a while. AJ, love it. Yep, I know. I have those thoughts often. I'm like, huh. Who's worse here? The one using the references or the one getting the references? And it's usually me either way it goes. But yeah, good times indeed. Alright, so up at the top here, I need one more triangle. And then I should be able to get away with overlaps. Okay, now I know it doesn't look right, you know, but once I rail it in, it'll look better. Oh, and hey, No Man's Sky, if you're watching, love you. In addition to, you know, giving us a more user-friendly snapping system, I would love it if we had railings for the stairs. Like, I feel like that's the one thing that we're really missing. I love the railings, you know, for everywhere else. But there's no railings for the stairs. And yeah, we need that. I need that. I need it! But I mean, how dope would this be if we had actual, you know, railing going all the way up this entire stairwell? They would just finish it off nicely. I wouldn't have to worry about paying attention to where I was going while I was going up the stairs part, but not the flat parts. Just all the way around. Yeah, stairs would be awesome. Okay, actually, snap or God mode might actually be helpful here. And then we'll go ahead and finish our railing top side. Uh-oh. Really? You're not going to give it to me, huh? Oh, I think I had it. There we go. Alright, now we'll go ahead and bust out this wall now in favor of a door, I believe, is the one I like to use. There it is. Another vote for banisters. Awesome. Is that what those are called? Handrails, banisters. Okay. Hey, we gotta make sure we get the terminology right, otherwise they'll give us some part we didn't want. Okay, and I think I can ditch all these other openings now, since I know we know the way we want in and out. And I just had, like, a terrifying flashback from Lego Fortnite. And Legos, if you bust out the builds underneath and there's nothing left holding it up, the whole thing breaks. But as we know in No Man's Sky, we get floating builds, so I definitely appreciate that. Because if you boo-boo and break the wrong build, you don't lose, like, everything that was above it. And actually, I think I might just seal this one in, too. Or maybe I'll get real fancy here and go window. Yeah, I don't like it. I kind of like it being sealed in. And then I might put some like free loot or something in here, we'll see. But yeah, I'm not going to do the interior stairwell just again because it doesn't quite work right anyway. I'd rather just leave that opened up. As long as we got a way to get up there, I'm good with that. And this is where it gets a little bit dicey. I don't know if it's going to let me get away with triangles in here. If not, I might just do a straight staircase going right up to this ledge. Yeah, it's not going to give it to me. It's wanting to snap the stupid thing to the railings or something. So yeah, let's see if I can get away with a staircase coming right up from that door. And I might have to put a floor or something on this side to make it actually want to take. Yeah, it sure does. I have a green lit right there. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. Actually, no. I am not putting that where I want it. I need to go over here next to that wall. That's right. Now I remember. All the steps are starting to come back. Wow, it has been a while since I built this. Like a while. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Give it back, give it back. Come on, I had it. Why you gotta be so mean? Bruh. Up, up, up. See? You gotta say bruh. And then it works out. There's gonna be a little bit of a funny gap there, but since it won't let me snap to the stairs, I don't know, I might just do it that way to fill it in, and, you know, we'll just have to hop over that little spot. It's not perfect, but it will get us in and out. Now, hopefully it'll give me the snap point down here under the stairs, and it does. Awesome, I think. Well, again, it ain't gonna be perfect, but it'll do the job, I hope. Okay, so again, it's not perfect, guys. It's no man's sky. You know, you can't exactly get the builds in here every which way that you want, but it is functional. It is going to do the job. It's going to let us into the tower, to the interior of the tower. And, yeah, I actually didn't have to jump over that, so that worked out. And I would have to fill the rest of the floor now with triangles, little triangles, because it will not let me switch over to the big. I already know this, so I'm not even going to try. I will just agitate my senses more than I have to. Oh, nuts. Here we go with snap points. So yeah, sometimes coming in from underneath solves all your problems. Alright, there it is. Nice and filled in. Rock freaking solid. Booyah. And just to, you know, polish it off somewhat, I will rail this off. And then we could put anything we want up here. We could make another floor, you know. Kind of like what I did in my tutorial for the tower. I can just put some aesthetics in here, like computers and stuff. Don't really know what I'm going to do yet. Again, interior decorations, that's just kind of like finishing touch stuff. As far as uploading the base, I'm pretty much there. Like, I'm pretty much ready to do that. Gotcha, AJ. Yeah. You're right. Aesthetically, just looking at it, it would make sense and it would look nice. Handrails. Okay. Yeah. Stairwell rails. I don't know. The things I used to slide down. Oh yeah. I don't know, Countess. I've never tried using a mouse. I don't know if that would help or not. Good question. So let's see, I think the way I used to build these is I probably put like 4 little walls in here on the interior. And then I would probably have something, you know, like a floor platform up here. And of course you have to use the small triangles. It does not like the big ones. I don't know if it'll give these to me up here. I'm going to try. Oh, it sure did. I'm getting lucky with wood grain right now. Like, unreasonably lucky. Like, something's gonna explode here in a second. There it goes. Am I gonna care about that? The answer is yes, but am I gonna care about it enough to change it out right now? No. Oh. I think I had it. I thought I had it. I thought. Snap point. Come on. Don't fail me now. We were on a roll. Alright, one more, baby. Come on now. Come on! We're so close. Ah! That tickles. Okay, I got it. I'm probably going to regret ripping that out, but I just can't help myself. Can't help it. It's got to be right. Okay. And yeah, the way up here, you know, I'd probably just put another stairwell to that wall there. Or maybe I would make people walk around the tower first and then put the stairs like above the other ones. Like here. If it'll even let me put stairs here. That might be the other question. Ooh, it kind of does. But I've got to lose that railing. Alright, sweet. And I'm cool with doing that, because that won't matter anymore. Okay, now that looks pretty tight. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead and stop messing with stuff and breaking stuff. So I'll go ahead and fill this in. Hopefully I can get the long boards here. Really? Oh, there it goes. I don't know what it is, if it's just my luck. But why doesn't it ever spin the way I want it to the first time? Huh, look at that. You ask and you shall receive. Okay, so there it is. Again, it's not going to be super perfect because it's just the way the build pieces are. But now I could, you know, put some computer work up here. In fact, I'll show you what I did on my other tower. If I can find, you know what I'm looking for here. How come I can never find anything? Is it me? Like, is it just me? Or do you guys go through the same thing? Like, you know what you want, but it's not there anymore. There, yeah, it is there anymore. I'm just being a genius. Okay, gotcha, Countess. Yeah, sometimes you have to wonder, you know? Like, am I missing something? Did I not read, like... Building in No Man's Sky for Dummies or something? Did I miss the tutorial? Did I miss some readout stuff? Because that happens, you know? I'm me, and I always pass through dialogue, so... It's a valid question. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to kind of try to line these up, you know, somewhat straight. They don't have to be perfect, but it is nice to have something in here to kind of legitimize it as a control tower. He says it doesn't have to be perfect. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, he's taking time to make it look perfect. Oh, I had it too. Now, why is it all twisty-turny? Okay, anyway, you guys get the idea. I would just basically go all the way around the railings like that, and it looks really, really nice and crisp when these are surrounding the entire upper stairs here. And then here at this funny little spot where the opening is, I would probably go to the data crates or something. And I really like the blue ones. I don't like these, they don't really glow. And you can see these from outside the windows, by the way. So that's the main reason I really dig these. And I'm going to try to center right here in the very middle. And try to overlap that line just a little bit. So you can do the same thing with the one next to it. You know, I have to use the shadowing that the game gives you to see where that is. So right about there should do it. So again, it just kind of, you know, finishes it off a little bit. Now I've already got one of those doohickeys up there, but I like to have one down here too. And I might even rip that other one out from above us. What is that thing called? The signal booster. Definitely not what it was intended for, but I do like it aesthetically for that laser beam, and it just kind of looks like a data stream. So like it would make sense that something would... Uh-oh. Well, I need to make a decision here, don't I? Okay, well, since it's forcing me to choose... I'd rather have that more on the inside. I'm gonna miss, aren't I? Yikes! It's like beat the clock with that backpack sometimes. Alright, so back to my signal booster. Now these cabinets are centered to the build. That's why I wanted to center it to that floor piece I was showing you. So now I'm going to try to center it to these two crates as much as possible. But unfortunately, you know, you're going to have to kind of pick a side, left Twix or right Twix, so it'll be off a little bit, but it won't be off terribly. So right about there is pretty doggone close to center. Now as soon as that lights up... as soon as that lights up... Okay, we'll come back when it's not broken anymore. So that's pretty much all I want to do in the control tower right now. At some point, you know, I'll come back through here and, like I said, I'll finish touching up the aesthetic stuff. But, I think I'm pretty much ready for upload. Actually, I might put a couple of goodies in here. So speaking of, you know, leaving loot for folks, guys, I've been asked this a few times now in comments. How do you leave things for people to loot? You have two real good options here. You got the fabricators. So, you know, if you want people to go after what you need the V1 multipass for, or the Ultipass, multipass, you know, they can do that, but they have to have that item. So if they're a brand new player, they might not be able to get the loot. So the other option is these things, but they're big, bulky, heavy, you know, they take up space. And you also get rusted metal out of the deal, which, you know, of course we all know crafts into ferrite dust. So I like to put both down at my bases. For the control tower, I really liked this one, just because it's got this like green glow around it when they're full. And you can actually see that, you guessed it, from outside. So it just kind of looked like there was just more going on in here with digital stuff or, you know, electronics of some kind. But as we all know, you know, we know how to play the game. It doesn't work that way. It's really just there for the looting. And making them look like, you know, a little bit sporadic and maybe they're replaced by hand is okay. I just don't like them fusing through the wall. So I'll try to keep them out away from the wall a little bit so they're not seen from the inside. Oh, and speaking of seeing things from the inside, I can actually reclaim a few builds here to help with my build limit. So since I've got the floor sealed off above now, I don't need all these concrete things all over the place anymore. Antimatter, excuse me. I'm out of antimatter, huh? Yeah, we definitely need some antimatter, because I'm going to be putting these down all over the place. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. That looks pretty cool, though, like filled in, so maybe I'll just leave it. Because otherwise there will be like that hollow column visible. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and call this done. And I already showed you guys, like, oh, in case you're interested in where I got that animal, if you want the scan, you know, for your own hologram projector thingies, I will show you the planet address for that. And that is that guy right there, Starfly 2. Alright guys, and just from a distance now, and of course I don't have the laser beam shooting up through there like I'd like, but again, you can see the aesthetics of some of the electronics in there, and especially when you're flying around, that's really when that pops. But I just wanted to show you, there's definitely a purpose of doing it the way I did. Now notice those are all glowing red. When those fabricators are ready to loot, they'll turn green, and it looks even better. Some more interior stuff, you know, I would just put random loot stuff around. I would polish up anything that's not quite finished off. If I had any gaps in walls, railings. But before I go too bonkers with interior decor and, you know, putting down a whole bunch of grow beds all over the place, I do want to upload the base now, just to see where I'm at with build limit. I've got a good-sized power farm running, you know, I've got a lot to that bridge and all that stuff going on out there. So yeah, I might be push and build limit already. Let's see what happens. Now, I named this the Artisan Outpost Charlie. I don't know why. I was sitting here, it was late at night, I was wanting to just go to bed and you know, curl up. And I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. I don't know what to name the base. It's a crafting base. It's got all the elements of a crafting base. But I didn't just want to call it crafting base, because that's boring. Like, nobody wants to go visit crafting base. So, like, I don't know, guys. I might need help naming the base here. Like, what do we call the base of many corridors, and the base of many rooms, and the base of many aesthetics, and the base of many grow beds, the base of many nanites, the base of a bridge? Like, I have no idea what I'm going to call this thing. But I want it to have an attractive name, but I want it to also tell people what's here. I guess I could call it a loot base? A free loot base, or maybe a free units and free nanites base? I don't really know. Anyway, yeah, I need help with a name here. So I'll let y'all chew on that for a minute while I... Oh, I didn't connect these. I'm a genius. I did connect these, but I ripped the cabling out because that was before I installed that the thing that where you can't see the cables anymore. And that cable was in my way while I was trying to build. Apparently I cannot reach my power farm. Oh, got it. There we go. Now we're turned on. Alright. Oh yeah, and I did a little something up here too. I really liked how that came out. And the chandelier guys from outside, that is pretty dope. Yeah, that definitely does it for me. But yeah, this right here, the sun rises, like, right between these two animals. So that's going to be a screenshot someday for a thumbnail. I don't know, but it's cool. At least when the weather's nice. But yeah, not a bad little lounge area. It's got a nice little overlook feel to it. Let's see here. The base of loot. I like it. Is there an option on YouTube to make a poll or something? Honestly, I don't know. If there is, I haven't figured it out. I have been told there is. But it eludes me. But yeah, good idea. Like, I could make a poll asking people to give me the names. And that'd be super cool. I got this sticking out here, but honestly I don't care enough to erase it, so it's whatever. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. If you're real close to terrain like that and you keep punching a hole through and you don't want to anymore, you can actually use the terrain manipulator to fix that. Just use the base. And, you know, make a nice small hole here so you're not putting dirt in all over the place, but you can actually fill that in. And hide it and cover it up. So yeah, I totally could have filled that hole in that way. I wasn't even thinking about that earlier. Come on. Get it done. Get it done. And I cannot see a thing right now. Okay, and that was a little bit of overkill there. I can fix that. Okay, that's good enough. Not perfect, but it at least hides that ugly wall, and it kind of just looks like a rock now, so I'll just let that fly. Alright guys, I think I'm ready for upload. The base of loot. The base of loot. Treasure Island? That's cool too. I mean, I get what you're saying. It's not an island, but I don't know. Treasure, loot. I mean, crafting base works too, but that doesn't really tell people like what to expect when they get there either. Oh yeah, see, I put some of those containers down under the stairs here. And I could actually go a little bit more bonkers with that. Put a couple more in up here like wonky or whatever. Actually, they don't even have to be wonky, they can just go in. As long as they're not blocking the stairs, they're okay. I'll see what that looks like from the other side. As long as they're not sticking out, yeah, we're good. Awesome. Alright, AJ, thank you for that. I'll have to figure out where to go in there and find that option for the pull. Because I'm looking in my edits right now on the stream. I hope this doesn't break anything. I'm on details. I don't see anything for a pull. Customization, live chat. I don't think it would be under monetization. And guys, I'm sorry about the ads. I know that's super frustrating. Every time I turn it off, it kicks it right back on the next time I fire up a stream. And if I set it to minimal, it kicks it back up to a higher setting. And I just noticed that by going into my edit settings just now. So yeah, again, I'll try to find that poll deal, because that would be a lot of fun to actually have the polls running. I might have to watch a YouTube video so I can put a poll on my YouTube video. Alright, but anyway, guys, yeah, you know, honestly, I might just go with Treasure Island for now, because it kind of sells the idea of what to expect when you get here. And it might leave a little bit of, like, mysteriousness to it, you know, that might entice people to come visit the base. So yeah, let's call it Treasure Island for now, and, you know, I'll try the poll thing. If I can't figure that out, maybe I can just ask folks to leave it in the comments below, you know, once the video publishes. But, yeah, I'll give it some time, and if something comes up that's better, I'll change it. But for now, we are going to go with Treasure Island. Oh, I didn't want to do that. What just happened? Oh, I must have been clicking on the wrong thing. Whoops. Yeah, simple yet effective. Alright, thanks for the suggestions, guys. Definitely appreciate that. And honestly, I don't know what's going on with this. I hope it doesn't, like, change my screenshot. Because I had a good one. And we should be able to upload. Actually, before I upload... What, oh what, am I going to grow down here? How about some nip-nip buds? You always put the contraband in the basement, right? Oh, I don't have the Fossium. We're not talking about poop today, so that's out. But I can get the venom sacs just for a little bit of something for, you know, units or whatever. Okay, make sure all those took. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna have to figure out better lighting because these random like pillar lights are just not okay. But again, guys, just for right now to get it uploaded, I feel like we're pretty much ready. I really don't want to put loot crates down here. I got some here. Yeah, those can stay. Just in case anybody does decide to venture outside, we can put some out here. And I think I'll go for the multi-pass. 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 She knows it's a multi-pass. Alright. Hopefully everybody can access all those. And I should put some at the other end of the bridge too. Like if somebody's going to take the time to walk all the way out there, there's got to be something there for them to say, it wasn't for nothing. And yeah, this will just be more grow beds, I guess. The grandeur of my epic build. Yeah, I don't know what that thumbnail is going to look like now. I have a feeling I messed it up, though. So I'll probably have to take another capture. And I'll find a way to sprinkle some more loot in here and there. Definitely probably put more in the basement. We got the control tower pretty well stocked. But the bridge. Oh, and you know what? I really probably need to cut stream here. We've been on over 2 hours. Wowzers. So I'm going to get out here and put some loot crates down, and then I'm going to hit that upload button, and guys, we are done. It's been a long series. 9 streams. But it's a lot of base. Like, I was thinking about that earlier today when I was walking on the treadmill. I was like, you know, that's a lot of videos for a tutorial, you know, quote-unquote build tutorial. But it's a lot of builds. Like, there's a lot to this one. It's a big base. It's quite a large complex. So yeah, what I might do is do like a full tour video, you know, a good edited, properly voiced over type video. A short video. Kind of release that, see how it does, and maybe, you know, put the link in there so if people are interested in the build tutorials, they'll have a link. Uh-oh. Oh, my starship isn't here. Okay. Oh wow, my back's getting stiff. Yeah, it's time to get off stream here. It's kind of funny, it's not my left leg tonight. Normally that goes numb. Right now it's my back. Do a couple of just rando stackables here as well. Antimatter? What? I guess they go fast when you're having fun. Alright. Alright, good enough. And I don't want the windows obscured, so yeah, it's a good amount of loot there. Just to go for a little broke. Pepper a couple of these in while we're at it. Multi-pass. Oh, Countess, yeah, I keep forgetting I have that community tab. I could post that in there. Good call. Thanks. You love the Fifth Element as well. Yeah, I gotta tell you, like, that movie comes to mind so often when I'm playing this game. So often. Alright. I don't have any lighting out here. I can fix that. At least somewhat. And I just can't help myself. A little bit of greenery never hurt no one. Okay, yeah, that fills that in nice now. There's something here. A little something to that. I like having the lights in the windows. Oh yeah. We are golden. Back! Arms, shoulders, back, knees, ankles. That's what happens when you turn 40-something. I could put some loot crates out here on the way. Yeah. I might come back through and do stuff like that. For right now, I just kind of want to, you know, fix my back. So guys, I'm going to hit that upload button and then I'm going to call it good. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. If you wouldn't mind, take a moment, like, share, subscribe, and comment. That is always appreciated. And as always, guys, until the next time, best of luck and happy building. Okay, but we're not cutting stream just yet. Oh no, we've come this far. I'm going to push the button. The nuclear football. I am pushing the big red button. And this space will hopefully be uploaded unless I'm over build limit. It's going to be close. Actually, I think there's a way to check your build limit. I can't remember how to do that though. There's a way to know that. I don't see a bunch of numbers on my screen right now. I have a feeling I screwed up that screenshot. I don't know how to catch a good snapshot anymore. Like, this thing has gotten so big. Like, what do you showcase? It'd be cool if I could catch some bridge. I don't think that's going to be possible. Oh, wait a minute. It might be possible. That might work. Ish. I'm going to go for it. My other one was better, but it's too late now. Okay, let's go ahead and upload this sucker. Booyah. Away it goes, guys. It took, which means I am not over build limit. And it is now uploaded. Alright, so yeah, in case you guys are wanting to come here, I will show you what system I am in. Tier 4 complete. Wonder what that was for. Okay, so I am on planet Gajabia just to show you a planet address from where I'm at. See, it's not showing me the planet address again. This happened to me during the expedition, too. I don't understand why. I've shown this planet address before. Ooh, that's a cool screenshot. The aircraft coming in. Look at me getting all shiny rocked over screenshots now. Let's show the chandelier if at all possible. Yeah, it's just going out too far. I don't know. I'm gonna try it anyway. Ah, wrong buttons. Too late now. Okay. Dupe diamonds? Yeah. That'd be a nice way to get a ton of diamonds. The Fort of Plenty. So yeah, I was trying to think of like a pirate name, like Booty Island or something, but I don't want that to be, you know, flagged or people taking that wrong. So we cannot use the word booty, because we live in a modern world. But like Pirates Plunder or something like that, I don't know. Just, yeah, my brains. I'm turning to mashed potatoes right now, so it's probably good that I get going anyway. But yeah, guys, the base is uploaded. I don't know how to tell you to get here because I can't figure out how to get the planet address now. But I can tell you at least what system I'm in. I am in the Saphono system. Now, I don't know how you find that. Like, if you just want to go find the Saphono system, I have no idea. And maybe there's planet addresses here? I don't know. But maybe I can add it to Wonders? Yeah, Venus sucks. Venus can go away. And we'll call this... Since I can't call it Planet Bob, we'll call it Treasure Planet. Okay, now hopefully I can show you guys that planet address by opening up a wonder here. Alright, planet address. Whew. So just in case anybody wants to come check out the base. There you have it. Okay guys, I am cooked. My mashed potatoes are now burning in my brain, so I am going to bid you all farewell. Hope you all enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next week for I don't know what. I might not do any more No Man's Sky stuff. I've already done the quick start guide. I've done whatever build tutorials I could possibly think to do. So unless there's any more requests out there, I might just go ahead and, you know, make Sunday nights another game. I might finally start Subnautica. But again, you know, if there's other requests out there, I'll be absolutely happy to come back into No Man's Sky and knock it out for y'all. But again, guys, thank you all so much. Really appreciated you having you here tonight. Really enjoyed the chat. And thanks again for all the help and suggestions along the way. Peace out, y'all. Yeah, absolutely, Countess. Happy to do it. Have a good night as well.